And welcome in. Today we're doing our free masterclass. Let me know, where are we all tuning in from? Colorado? Turkey? I'm from Chicago. Well, we're in Chicago, America over here. Perfect, I love you. Well, welcome in, you guys. Welcome in, you guys. Let me know, Turkey, Italy. I've got my chat over here, and then I've got you sitting right there. Indonesia, all over the world. Thank you so much for being here. No matter what time it is for you, good morning. It's morning somewhere. Good morning. Tuning in from Toronto. I was just in Toronto. That was awesome. It was beautiful there. Sweden, India, Australia. Hello. Yes, welcome in. Everybody's here from all around the world. What I absolutely love about this is I can teach you from all around the world, and we can all heal no matter where we're at. That's the beautiful thing about the internet. So thank you so much for being here. Today, we're going to talk about manifestation. Okay, we're going to talk about how are we going to get things that we want. Okay? I'm going to open up to you about my story, how I've used manifestation in order to become, this is my dream apartment, this is my dream life. And I want you to have that too, okay? I want you to heal into the highest version of you. And I like to teach it in a first grade language because nobody ever taught you this in school. In school, they taught you the opposite. They taught you gotta work hard and you gotta become somebody that you're not. But I'm here to remind you to become who you are, to remember who you are. So that's what we're gonna be talking about today. And the three biggest things that block you from all the things that you want. So let me open up about myself. My name is Jennifer. Whether you found me on Instagram or TikTok or YouTube, I'm glad that we found each other. So my name is Jennifer. I'm 26 years old and I've manifested my dream life. And I want to teach other people how to do it too. I've been studying the law of attraction since I was 7 years old. Since I was a little kid. My soul was always attracted to it. I was like, I watched The Secret. That documentary, if you haven't seen it, go watch it. Completely free on YouTube. And I was like, thoughts become things. I was like 7 years old. So I've always understood the law of attraction from a young age. And now I understand on a very deep level. I used to be a first grade teacher as well. So I know how to teach little children and how to use the same techniques to get you to truly understand the law of attraction. So even though I understood how the laws always worked, I've had them work against me. While I was growing up, gone through a lot of traumas, a lot of shadows, and a lot of negative energy within me that then manifested into my reality. I was going to school and I was depressed. I hated who I had to become. I constantly told myself I have to be an engineer in order to be successful. I have to be someone that I'm not. And I felt this emptiness. I had addictions. I had people around me that were disrespecting me. I had nothing but breakups over and over and over, and I kept manifesting in nothing but pain and shame. And this was only 3 years ago. And I was like, why is this happening to me? Why does this keep happening to me? It's like, why is the universe treating me this way? And I always understood the laws, but I didn't quite understand I'm in control. I used to think that everything else is in control, but I'm in control. So when I started taking this very, very seriously, I quit those jobs. I quit those people. I quit those energies that were draining me. And as soon as I shifted, I started attracting in better. So I want to teach you today how we're going to shift. And today, I'm in my dream apartment. I've been dying to live in this apartment for a decade. I've always looked up at this apartment like I'll be there one day. I'm here now. I've manifested this. I've manifested my dream business. I make $30,000 consistently every single month in my online business by just teaching people this, by just standing right here. And I manifested that because I told myself, I can do it. It's possible. I healed the voices that told me that I can't, right? And you can do that too. I want to teach you exactly how to do this too, because you deserve it too. I also have my soulmates. I've never, ever met a soul that treats me with the most love and respect. And honestly, I think that's the best thing. Honestly, that's the best manifestation. His name is Michael. He treats me with love. And I did all this. Me. It comes from within. I also have my dream puppy. And if he comes in here, I'll say hi to him. His little baby greyhound. Oh, well. But I shifted my energy, and I want to teach you how to do the same because God wants you to have the abundance. God wants you to have that enlightenment within you. So, if we don't have any questions, looks like we're good here. Let's get started. So, hold up. I need some water. Whether you think you know what manifestation is, let's quickly go over it to make sure we're both on the same page. What is manifestation? Manifestation is not an activity that you do in your journal or with a candle. Manifestation is 24/7. You might be sitting there like, what? What? 24/7. Every single thing is constantly a manifestation. Every single thing around you, you are a manifestation. Your thoughts. You are constantly feeling. You are constantly thinking. So here's what I'm talking about. So every time you feel an emotion, right now you're probably feeling pretty content. Yeah. You're sitting back, you're watching this class, and you're like, you're feeling that emotion, right? You are emitting a vibration. You can't see it, but it's real. You can't see Wi-Fi. You can't see music. You can't see germs, but they're real, right? You can't see this. But every single thing that you feel, 24/7, you're 24/7 feeling, right? If you're alive, is sent into the universe. It's a vibration. It's sent outwards into the universe. Not to mention every single thing that you think. You might have heard this. You might have heard that manifestation is only through our thoughts. But today I'm going to show you that our feelings are much more important. Our feelings. So everything that you're thinking and that you're feeling, listen, goes outwards 24/7. Make sense? Thinking and feeling. Hello. Here it is. We're halfway through, okay? And now, this is the law of attraction. This is what manifestation truly is when you send, this is a positive energy, right? We have green, we have courage. When you send positive energy outwards, the law states that it will always, how do I draw this? It will always come back to you from the universe like this. It will always come back to you. So when you think positive things, when you quit jobs that no longer serve you, people, places, and vibrations, every job is a vibration. Every person is a vibration. We can get into that if you want, but let's stay to the point. When you have nothing but positive energy emitting out of you, it comes back to you. That's your life. You created this life. The life that you live, you sent it outwards and it came to you. Now I know you might be sitting there like, I didn't ask for this. It was my mom. It was my dad. It was my ex. We're going to let that go right now, okay? This is the law. Every energy that you send outwards comes right back to you. Law and cause and effect. Karma. Karma's real. Karma's. That's what it is. Now, it's important to take a look here. We have all of these colors. You get to choose every single day which of these vibrations you want to feel, you want to give to the universe. That's your free will. I don't care what happened to you. I don't care what happened in your childhood. Most people constantly care about what happened in the past, and they're cycling down here, right? I don't care what you've been through. Every moment you have the free will that I'm going to tap into a higher emotion. Even when your body wants to feel nothing but guilt or shame or anger, you have to make the conscious decision. This is the hard work. Schooling wants you to constantly, when you're a child, schooling wanted you to constantly feel shame, wanted you to constantly operate down here. Now, let's do a little magic trick. Oh, yes, we're now going to be talking about every single emotion, and the top 3 that block you, that you are most likely choosing if you don't have your dream life. So let's make sure that we're close up here. Hi, puppy.
Listen, puppy.
All good? I'm glad you didn't know that. He looks like me. I get that. That's my best. Yes, okay. Take a look at this. Can you see? Hold up. Can you see this? Yes, you can. We have shame, guilt, apathy, grief, fear. These are low vibrations. The universe can feel everything that you emit. So when you feel good things, you are emitting 300. Remember, the matrix is all numbers? If I could flip this around, all those green things, draw numbers. You are giving numbers 24/7 to the universe. And numbers come back to you, okay? So you have to identify which number am I constantly emitting to the universe. And sometimes we sit there and we're like, I don't know, right? It's kind of hard for you to identify certain things that you're not aware of, right? Your subconscious energy, your unconscious energies. My puppy just moved that. Puppy. The easiest way to do this is ask yourself, okay, if I want to figure out, hold up, I want to make sure this isn't distracting. If I want to figure out what I'm sending, what is this? Like, what is this mystery that is manifesting? What is that mystery that is manifesting? What is this? What you got to do is, so you're sending that outwards. Let's ask ourselves, what am I receiving? This is it. This is where you have to let go of your ego. What are you receiving? For example, if you're receiving debt in your reality, you sent debt first. And this is where I lose people. Stay with me if you want your life to change. Stay with me. Stay. You're receiving toxic partners. And if you have a business, you're receiving toxic clients. You're receiving like overweight. Your body does not feel good. You're receiving illnesses, pain in your body. All of these things are vibrations. We live in a vibrational world. Remember in science class, we talked about how everything is atoms, solids, liquids, gases are all atoms. Atoms, we're all created with just atoms. Atoms are energy. Within the nucleus is energy, okay? Everything is energy. Debt is a negative frequency. Toxic partners, negative frequency. Illnesses, negative frequencies. Dis-ease, disease, dis-ease. All of the above. So I want you to write down, what are the things that I'm receiving in my business right now, in my job right now, in my relationship? And then we have to be so honest. This is the only way your life will change. You have to be so honest and say, I have these frequencies. These frequencies are within me. I sent that first. This is the law. I'm just a teacher. I'm just a messenger. Use this and you change your life. I said that so many times already. You feel it? Right? So you identify, that's what you're sending. So we take a look at this. All of this, like my boss won't pay me the way that I want. My partner just cheated on me. My partner's lying to me. They're lazy. My clients, all they do is complain. Whatever it is, you write that list. Let's sum this up. What do you guys think that this is? That list right there, what do you think it is? You can't really actually put it in one category because, it could be guilt, it could be anger, it could be fear. So let's talk about, these are the top 3, okay? I guarantee you, if you are not living the life that you want, you have one of these. And we're human beings, okay? Even when you live your dream life, you're going to have anger, okay? You're going to have anger. You're going to wake up and you're going to be like, I don't know. That's the human experience. Dis-ease, yes. Bad stuff, low energy. These are the top 3 that you are probably looping. Now, I was just talking about this with my class earlier. They were like, are all addictions the same? You're probably like, what are we talking about addiction? Listen, your body is addicted to being in a loop. A loop. You might have heard this before. Your body right now is most likely addicted to looping here. When you were a child, you were most likely, this is your safe zone. I feel safe when I'm in my comfort zone. I feel safe when I'm not chasing after my dreams. When I'm settling for less, you actually feel safe. And your body feels safe there. A lot of people, you can probably think of one person you know, whether it's your father, whether it's your ex, I don't care. You can probably think of somebody that is constantly angry. They wake up and they watch the news. The news is nothing but anger. It's violence, it's hatred. It's people not loving each other, right? You can probably know people that are constantly looping in anger. And then you're probably sitting here like, why is desire here? Is that a typo? Why is desire there? Don't I need to want things in order to change? This is where society gets you. All over social media, it says, you got to chase after your dreams. Desire comes from the frequency of I don't have it yet. I'm empty. I don't have it yet. I need to work so hard. So no matter how much you achieve, you never feel like you're enough because you're constantly in a state of desire. So we're going to talk about how to let that go too. And then we have fear, which is obvious. Fear of, I'm afraid to be seen on the online, otherwise my ex is going to see it and he's going to, my mom's going to see it, what if I run out of money? What if nobody buys? What if I look like a fool? What if it doesn't work? Fears. Every time that you try to become a better person, a lot of fears come through. Because it's the demons that are like, no. You're afraid of transformation. Transformation is where the most amount of success is. This is very scary, but this is where heaven is. Heaven is found from within you. Heaven's up here. The version of you that lives within peace, that has everything, is the opposite of these things. They live within peace. They live within completion. And they live within love. Right? Trust. Guys, I could talk for hours and hours and hours, and I do. I will, and I do. But let's talk about, I want you to put in the chat, if you have the comfortability to do so, take a look out. You know how cool that was? I just used the force. So cool. Listen, think about the things that you want. You're probably like, okay, Jennifer, yeah, my emotions, blah, blah, blah. How do I get what I want? Okay, I want that money. I want that business. I want that person. How do I get it? I'll teach you how to get it. Oh, manifestation is 24/7. The universe hears every single emotion. It's a vibration. So, you might have heard this theory of there are different versions of you in the quantum field. The future version of me. There's no such thing as the past or the future. And you've heard that too, but let me break this down. Every time you're thinking about the past, you're reminiscing on a past emotion, on a past feeling now. Every time you're thinking about the future, you're thinking about what you want your life to look like now. Now. There's no such thing as a past or future. Why do I bring that up? You can tap into whatever you want now. And most people, they don't understand this. They're like, I'll get there one day. I'll get there one day. Now. The universe is a computer. The universe is a computer. When you press a button, when you press the fear button, it comes to you. Now. So here, let me explain why I'm talking about that. If today you choose to wake up and be like, I don't want to go to work. You just admitted, like, is that shame or guilt? Fear, anger, that's anger. I don't want to go to work, but what else am I going to do? I got to pay my bills. I feel angry. You submitted that. Guess what's going to come right back to you? Let's go. Now, I want you to, like you said, in the chat, to be write down what we want in the chat. I'm glad that you think this is powerful. I want to have a husband and be well-known and rich. We're going to let go of being well-known and rich. It's in your destiny. It's inevitable. Success through my business. Yes. Abundance. A beautiful condo. That's okay. You can have a desire for a beautiful condo. Dream life. Be more specific. Freedom. Be specific, guys. Be specific. It's like if you order freedom, then the universe will say, okay, we'll give you freedom. It's almost like, I forgot that one movie. But if you're not specific, be specific. Move out ASAP. Be in a happy job. Financial freedom. Unlimited amounts of money in my bank account. $10.5 million. Yes. Confidence. Confidence. Increase my monthly income. Let's go. I will get a new job. $100,000. Yoga retreat in Bali. I want to be the most resourceful person. Debt-free. I want to be in a big house in Switzerland. Meet your soul partner. Circle 5 to 8 women to be growing with. Travel for free. 10K per month. Yes, this is so possible. All these things are possible. If it's possible for you to write them down, they are possible. I want to live my dream home. A house. The life purpose. Your life purpose is already within you. Don't look for it. Don't try to attract it. It's within you. You have to remember what it is. Build your own business. Travel every year. Yes, everything that you want, it's an emotion. You don't want the car, you want the emotion. You might have heard this before. You don't want the car, you want the feeling of what that car is going to get you. Now listen, I'm going to get you that car. I'm going to get you that condo. I'm going to get you that soulmate, but we need to understand this, is you want the emotion. Flip it back, we want the emotion. Your soul did not come here for metal. Your soul did not come here to get a car. You can't bring that car to heaven. You can't bring that condo. You can't bring that yoga retreat in Bali to heaven. We can't do that. But we do bring the peace and the presence with us. So you want the emotion that you think that partner is going to give you. You want the emotion that you think the apartment will give you. The business, the $10,000 a month, I'll be happy when. Oh, I've been there. I'll be happy when I get 10K. I'll be happy when I have $100,000 sitting in my bank account. I'll be happy when. But what you're truly seeking is your soul doesn't want the money. Your soul wants the peace. It wants the inner love. It wants the wisdom. It wants to share that with other people. And naturally, you are paid for when you do so. Okay, makes sense? You want the emotion. Your soul does not want metal. You can't bring it to heaven. Your soul wants peace, love, fulfillment, and joy. That's all it wants. God created you to have fun. Now, that's not to say that we're not going to go get these things. $365,000 a month creating art. That's not to say that we're not going to get those things. We're going to get those things for you. In fact, I believe that God wants you to have all of the things so that you can realize that you just want it within you. The more money that you have, and if you have any, I'm going to do a little side tangent here. The more money that you have, if you have any blocks, like I don't want that much money, I don't want that much money. It's greedy to want money. The more money that you have, the more that you can give to other people. The more that you can retire your parents, the more that you can give your children a life where they never have to stress. Okay, the more money that you want, the more love that you want. It's your moral obligation. We're going to talk about that at the end. It is your moral obligation to manifest into the highest version of you. So you want the emotion of, I'm so gratitude. You want the emotion of, I'm so grateful that I have this person right next to me. Well, you know the feeling when you wake up and you look over and you see the most handsomest man you've ever seen in your life, and you're like, oh my God, I can't believe this is my life. That's what you want. You want that completion. You want to feel complete. You want the feelings. You want the feelings. You want the joy. You want that. And you can tap into it right now as we speak. Everybody smile. Everybody smile with me. When you smile, Ooh, the universe is going to give you something to smile about. If you smile, the universe is going to give it right back to you. That's all. So when we ask ourselves, where am I being angry? Where am I looping down here? That's where the hard part comes in. Yes, that's where the hard part comes in. And there's a 5-step process to literally manifest anything that you want. And it's really, really interesting. I realized after this year that all the things that I've manifested into my life, when it comes to the money, when it comes to the partner, when it comes to the house, when it comes to my health, I all use the exact same process. It's almost like no matter what you drop, it's the exact same process. The law of gravity works every time. The law of attraction works every time. The law of assumption, law of detachment works every time. So I have a formula of the 5 steps. When you follow it and you put in the work, you get the results, right? I don't want you to constantly sit after this masterclass of like, oh, where am I trying to do it all by yourself? Where am I emitting all these emotions, trying to figure it out, and you get stressed and then you go right back down to fear, right? I want you to get what you want, okay? So I have a gift for you right at the end. Make sure, how are we doing on time? 12:30, let's go. 10 more minutes and then we're going to get into questions and answers. I love questions and answers, but we have to go over the basics. But there's 5 steps and we can go over the 5 steps if you want, but let's really, really sum this up. Is the version of you that has this, let's say, and you can have it next year. I 1000% believe that you can have this in 2026. And if you really, really want, you can have it tomorrow. Well, technically, you can have it right now because you're feeling the emotion right now. But if you want it to physically be in your reality, you can do it. You can do it. And if you have any doubts coming up of like, $400,000 a month next year, how is that possible? Fears come up, right? I find my soulmate next year. Whatever the fears are coming up, we gotta let that go. It's possible for you. It's possible for you to quantum leap. It's possible for you. In December, I didn't even realize this. I didn't even mention this. Last December, literally a year ago, I made $0 in my business. $0. I didn't even have a whiteboard. Okay. See how fast your life can change. It's possible. So in December, I had $0. And I was like, something's got to change. If nothing changes, nothing changes. I was sitting there. I'm like, what do I do? Hired a mentor. I invested almost all of my savings because I believed in myself. I was like, I can do it. I can do it. $0 turned into 30,000. In January, I made 30,000. That's the most amount of money I've ever made in my entire life. And I'm like, oh my God, it was energy. And you can do it too. Now, hold up. Do not start saying, oh, I want it fast. The tortoise and the hare. If you want things fast, you're always going to lose. It takes time. It takes patience. It takes knowing, but understanding that this is possible. The irony is when you tell yourself it's going to take a long time, it comes faster because you're tapping into, I'm already grateful. I'm already complete. Trust the person that has everything that you want. And it's kind of like an analogy. The person that has everything that you want, they already trust, like they have their partner right next to them. They're not within desire. They're right next to them. They have the money in their bank account. They're not within desire. They made it, right? You have to tap into this now. Screw this. Screw that. Let's tap into it now. Now. Let's tap into the energies now, because what happens when you send those energies now? The universe will send it back to you. I guarantee you for the rest of your day today, you try your best to be nothing but, I'm so glad that I saw that masterclass. I'm so glad that I have this secret because no one ever taught this to me before. I'm so happy. I'm so grateful. Everything that I have is inevitable. Success is already in my future. It's here. I guarantee you something beautiful is going to happen tomorrow. Guarantee it. If you have any doubts that come up, let that go. Every energy that you send outwards will always come back to you. Okay? Now, this is the law of assumption. You might have heard of the law of assumption. When you feel the feelings now, whether you're visualizing, Whether you're writing it down, I already have it, you're tapping into that frequency right now. Einstein said that your most powerful gift is imagination because of this. Because of this. So what I want you to do is let go and release any emotion that you have been taught by your parents of its anger, fear, desire. We have to let these go. Let these go. Allow yourself to feel the love now, right now, and make it a habit. Your body is addicted to breathing, to blinking. And if your body is addicted to fear right now, let's switch it to get it addicted to love. Okay? Remember, the version of you that has everything, they're constantly pressing this button. They're constantly emitting 600, 600, 600. This is the last thing I'm going to draw, and then we're going to get into questions and answers. And you become this person right now. They are constantly emitting, and I love, this is the scale of consciousness, by the way, Dr. Hawkins. Scale of consciousness, I love how it's just, because I'm such a visual person, right? Visual. 600. The version of you that has everything emits 600. And then they receive 600. The universe doesn't play favorites. Oh, it feels like the universe is against me. Let's return to the law. Oh, this is running out. And then this is constantly emitting, let's say, 100 fear. Therefore, you keep receiving 100. And this manifests as things, 3D things. So I hope this is all making sense. I know I threw a lot at you, but I hope it makes sense. I hope that it's clicking something in you. You're remembering it can be this easy. I just have to get to the basics, and then I have to take action. It's one thing to sit here and watch it, but it's another to take action, to constantly do the work, to constantly take the actions. How can you either face a fear or allow yourself to feel love and gratitude right now, every day? Guarantee you, if you do that for the next 365 days, your life will be completely different next year. And remember how far you've come. There's a version of you that would have never come to this sort of class, learning how to manifest, how to heal what blocks them, releasing. There's a version of you 5 years ago that would have never done that. But look at you now. Well, feel gratitude for the now. Feel gratitude for the peace. Feel gratitude for how much you've accomplished already, how far you already are. And that speeds up the process too, baby. You're tapping into that version of you that already has it. Now, not to say that there are actions that you have to take. And those actions will always appear. Like if you want to make 10K a month, you got to take action. You don't just sit there and be like, I feel it, I feel it, I feel it. You do got to take action. You do got to take action. So I have these calls every single Friday in Heaven on Earth. So if you take a look, heaven is already found within you. I have an online community where we have courses just like this, incredible courses. And we have calls just like this. And there's even more. There's a whole Telegram, there's podcasts, books only for Heaven on Earth. And there's a Black Friday sale. Today is the first day of Black Friday. So in the description, there is a link if you want to join. Right now, it's $44 a month. That means every single week, we're getting this energy. We're reminding ourselves that we need to tap into these frequencies. And the people that stay the longest, they always see results. Someone just said that they manifested a baby. Someone said that they manifested their dream job just by staying. They say, thank you, Jen. Thank you, Jen. I'm like, I'm just teaching. But they took action. There's a version of you that's taking action, and you can feel it. So right now, the Black Friday sale is going to be for about another week, and then it's going to rise up to $100 a month. We're going high. We're getting there. So if you want this, if you love this, if you feel like, oh my God, I need this, I need this, I need this. I don't know who else is doing this online, but that's available downtown. So if you have any questions about it, I'm here, but we do this every single Friday. This is my purpose, 1000%. The more that you're aligned with your purpose, the more abundance that you feel. I love doing this. I'm so glad that you guys are here. So if we have any questions, I'm glad that it makes sense. Look at us now. I know, tapping into gratitude now. Oh, yeah, guys, I don't care about how many likes we're getting here. Please show us the 5 steps. Okay, let's go. So next month, we're releasing the 5-step process. 5-step process. I feel like I should probably shift it to, I have another whiteboard over there, but I noticed, oh my gosh, you guys, the 5-step process, and I'll give it to you completely for free. But we're going to have an in-depth course. I'm going to teach you step by step because no one ever taught you this. It's very simple, but when you follow these 5 steps, you get everything that you want. But if you're not putting in the work, you're not going to get it. You're going to be stuck in loops. You're going to be stuck in that loop. That's the God's honest truth. And I can't tell you how many times I've been stuck in loops. Like, remember, I was making $0 in December. I was stuck in a loop. I was in the wrong niche. I was making different videos. I didn't have any whiteboard videos. I was making Zodiac videos. If anyone's from the Zodiac videos, you let me know. But it's so interesting. I used to be a comedy influencer. That's where I started. If you guys want to hear my story about that too. Started as an influencer. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to stop entertaining people and start transforming people and teach them what I've known since I was 7. Let's get what we want, baby. Yes, it was so funny. I know. I try to use that performance aspect for this. I believe that God gave me that performance aspect so I can keep your attention while we're talking about this. Because a lot of manifestation teachers are boring. So the 5-step process, I realized, and I didn't find this from anyone else. This is completely from me attracting in $30,000 every single month. Attracting in my puppy, attracting in my partner, specifically my partner. Something about Michael. When I attracted in Michael, I was like, I realized I did 5 things. And then I was like, wait a minute. I did the 5 things to also get my apartment. Wait a minute. To also get the dream body. Wait a minute. So every time that I feel frustrated or stuck, I always go back to this 5-step process. And in numerology, 5 is change. Change. Beans, tomatoes. I love your energy. I'm glad. I love this. I'm glad that you're here. Let's go. 5-step process. So we're going to be making a whole course about this and a program where I take you through step by step, all launching on January 1st. We're kicking 2026 with a bang, baby. We're starting with momentum. We're getting what we want next year. Next year is a 1 in numerology, which means new beginnings. Right now, we're in a year of the 9, which means letting go of no longer serves you. Letting go of what no longer serves you. Especially with the new moon. Listen, I know. The new moon. Yes, you have to release what's no longer working in 2025. Kick that out the door. Let's go to 2026. Okay. Good, Jennifer. What's the 5-step process? I'll give it to you. Okay. So number 1, you need to be very, very clear with what you want. Don't take this lightly. Clear. Be clear. I've had students before. They write down, I want 6 figures. You want 6 figures. Okay. Not clear enough. That's 100K, 200K, 300K, 400K. Which one? Not clear enough. There's a difference between I want 6 figures and I want 252,001 cents. That's a big difference. The difference between that is that person has much more confidence. They're like, you know what? I'm going to be more specific because I believe that it's possible for me. The other person's like, maybe 6 figures. How does it? No, confidence. When you are writing this down, be clear. Okay, write what you want down. Write it. Right. The Bible says, and I'm a Christian, okay? The Bible says, when you write something down, it will come true. Think about it in Harry Potter. Remember when they had a pen, that one scene? They had that pen scene, and what he wrote down, and same with Death Note, I love that too. They wrote down, it came true. You need to see it in this way. When you write down, in the present moment, I already have $100,000 sitting in my bank account. I already have the soulmate sitting right next to me. And you go specific. How do you want that man to treat you? How do you want that woman to treat you? And don't say, well, I don't want him to cheat on me. No! Focus on the positive. I want him to treat me like a queen. I want him to open doors for me. I want him to give me flowers. I want him to open my door. I want him to give me that love that I give him. I want it to, whatever it is, go wild with it, baby. Write it down. You're placing an order like Amazon. And it's going to come true, okay? When you're writing it, be clear. Remember, oh my gosh, whatever I write down is going to be clear with pen, which means you can't erase it. Oh no, I changed my mind. Pen, be certain. Step number 2. Detach. Detach. So what I did, earlier this year, I broke up with this guy and he wasn't treating me well. I wanted him, this is one thing. All I asked for him was, can you just open my door? He was a Leo, I was a Taurus. He was younger than me. I was like, can you please open my door? I would ask him, can you please open my door? Like, make me feel like a queen. And I would stand at the car door and I would wait for him to open the door for me, to be like a gentleman to me, because I believe that I deserve that. And he would never do it. And I was like, you know what? I'm so tired of being treated that way. You're so tired. I was so tired in December as well of being treated by my clients. My clients were disrespecting me. My partner was disrespecting me. I was like, I'm so tired. And so I wrote down, I want something different. Let him go. I wrote down, I want someone that loves me. I want someone that respects me. I want this much money. I want to heal. I want this. I don't know where it is. I don't know where it is. That's a part of the process. Close the book. Don't constantly look at it. When you place your order, close the book. Don't keep looking at where it is. Detach. So then I detached. I was like, all right, I'm going to be single for a while. Okay, I wrote down what I want. He's out there somewhere. I'm 25 years old. I'm just going to let it go. Okay, I'm just going to focus on my business. I'm just going to focus on being the best version of me. I detached. I forgot. You ever hear the moment that you least want it is when it comes to you? That's what we're talking about. I didn't really want a relationship. And not out of a place of like pushing people away, but like, it's like, I will only allow in a man who will give me respect. And I had my exes reach out to them, block. And that's what's going to happen. When you detach and you just focus on being the best version of you, you now got to start healing. You close the book. You know that it's on the way. You trust. You detach. Now, here's the thing. We got to talk about this. I'm not going to, you know how people are like, take my course and you'll make $10,000 in the next hour. Shut the fuck up. Stop it. Detaching is not easy. You've been taught to constantly, that's the human condition. Society wants you to be attached to let it go. It is hard. And I got to tell you, I'm attached to certain things right now. And it's a constant process. We're human beings. We have attachments. So it's a whole process to actually learn how to detach. And that's the most popular lesson that my students will ask me to do. I say, let's get you to detach. Let's get you that version that not, I don't need it. Not that. Getting to, I already have everything. Detaching. So remember, this process is simple, but it's not easy. You need that support as to how to actually detach. Otherwise, you're going to be stuck here. You're going to be stuck here. You're not even going to realize that you're so attached to the money that you can't move on to these. And this is when you actually receive it. This is when you receive it, by the way, okay? Spoiler. Anyway, so you got to start healing. So then what I did, close the book. I closed the book, and then I started healing. So what I did, I literally told myself, I deserve to be loved. I deserve to be loved. That man exists. He exists, and I deserve it. I'm not going to allow anyone in my life who doesn't have it. I deserve to be loved. I deserve to be cared for. I am a valuable person, and I deserve to have that equal value exchange. I had to heal those shadows, and shadow work is only one part of the process. I used to think that it was the whole thing. It's one part of the process. Heal the voices that tell you you're not good enough. Over and over and over. You do that work. You tell yourself, I told myself over and over and over, he exists, he exists. And I started to believe it. I started to believe. And the more that I helped other people do it too, that also constantly helps me too. So you tell yourself they exist, because part of you doesn't think that they exist. Oh, all men are toxic. All men are toxic. I'll die alone. Let that go. Let that go. We have a whole course about how to literally attract in a soulmate by understanding not all people are toxic. Okay? Not all people are toxic. There's a lot of people out there that want to give you love, that want to give you money, that want to pay you, your body wants to be fit. Your body wants to be healed. So when you literally program yourself to believe that I am worthy, because schooling told you you're not worthy unless you have a 4.0. You're not worthy unless you're popular and you have your crush with you. I'm worthy. Love. Remember, I'm tapping into this. Trust. So everyone kind of has their own, like you have to identify which ones you struggle with the most. Because some students, they're like, I literally cannot stop looking at like his profile. Let that go, let that go, let that go. I literally can't stop looking at my bank account. Let that go, let that go. Their ego, their fear of abandonment coming through, their fear of rejection, of I don't want to get hurt. These two are where people get stuck. But when you break through, you focus on being the best version of you. And this is what I did. For the next 9-ish months while I was single, for the next 9-ish months, I just focused on becoming the best version of me. How can I be better in my business? How can I eat better? How can I sleep better? How can I hydrate? How can I constantly try to do this 24/7? How? That's what I did. That's what I did. And here's the thing. If you saw me on Instagram, I had this post about this. But the moment that I did not want a relationship, I walked into work. I was a muralist. I still am a muralist. I'm a muralist. The moment that I walked into work and I was just chilling, that's when I saw him. That's when he walked into my life. And it's just like every single time that he came up to my chalk pad, because I have a big campus. Every time he came up, I was like, oh my God, there's something about him. And he was like, oh my God, there's something about you. And now we're dating. And he's literally, it's like this deep, deep knowing. I don't know if you ever feel that, or that deep, deep knowing, like there's no doubt, absolutely no doubt at all. Sometimes there's a little bit of doubt. You try to convince yourself, this is the right person for me. Okay. No, there's no doubt. It's like people will literally see us together and be like, you guys were made for each other. And you can feel it when other people can see it. You can feel it. And so he came into my life when I didn't the least wanted a relationship, because I was least attached to it. I was so focused on myself. Everything comes from within. When you're so focused on just being the highest vibration possible for you, not for other people, not so that your ex heals, not so that your husband starts treating you better, but so you start treating yourself better. There's this whole process. Everything is found from within. This is a 5-step process. Now it is simple and it uses the science. When you become a person where your body is addicted to it, this is the 5-step process. This is the 5-step process. When I detached from wanting the money in December, all I focused on was telling myself, I deserve to help people. I deserve to show the world who I am. And I wasn't doing that. I deserve to show people my gifts, my talents, and you deserve that too. When you really get honest with yourself and you start taking those actions, it can happen. Guys, the very first video that I posted on my whiteboard, it got, millions of views, because the universe finally saw that I shifted into who I was supposed to be. It can happen very, very quickly. But I didn't even want it. I didn't want it that quickly. When I made that video, I'm like, this is probably not going to get any views. Because I didn't want it. I was detached. I didn't want $30,000 a month. I just wanted to help people. And that's a high frequency. I just want to help people. The money is the byproduct, but I'm here to help as many people as I can. And if I can do that on the internet, like I said at the beginning of the live stream, then we can create a heaven on earth. That's what I'm like. So, same process I did for my business, same process I did for Michael. Same process when it comes to working out, getting your dream body. I know we talked about questions and answers, but this also gets to all of your questions. Whatever question you have, whatever, depends if you know, it depends. Whatever thing that you want, you go through these steps. And I'm here to support you. I've gone through it over and over and over and over. And I'm here to support you and break it down so you can actually understand it. Making sure that you work with a student, with a teacher who actually knows how to teach. You know, doesn't just yell, but like teaches you at a first grade language. And you can do it. I know you can do it. And you know you can do it too. Just by you being here, you're like, oh, I can do it. But remember, take action, take action, take action. I hope that peace follows you too. This is an Assassin's Creed necklace. Yes. So Michael and I are huge Assassins fans. Huge Assassins fans. He gave me this. So we wear matching Assassins emblems. And I believe that I am an assassin. Like assassins, they make sure that the world is clean, basically. Oh, I love you too. But remember, if you want this energy every single week, I'm here for you. I'm here for you every single week. I don't really post on YouTube, unfortunately. It's a lot. Honestly, it's just a lot for me. I'm not active on YouTube, but this is your opportunity. If you go to the link right below, it should be there. Guys, let me know if it's not there. But there is a link right there that is your gate towards heaven on earth, where you hold yourself accountable to this because you want to become that version of you so that you can give that abundance. You know you want it. You know it's already yours. You just have to untrain. It's like going to my school is going to train you how to actually thrive, but the schooling that we went to, it keeps you small. Told you there's only one way to be successful. You got to go to college, got to get a 9-to-5. Let that go. It's unlimited. That's limited. It's unlimited. You can have it in any way that you want. Believe that you can have it. It's not just believe. Do the work. And I'm here for you. So remember, the price is $44. That is the cheapest that it is ever going to be. It's ridiculous. The amount of energy that I give for that much is ridiculous. Remember that price is going to go up on Black Friday or Saturday or whatever. No big rush. But remember, faster that you move, the faster that the universe hears that. So if you love this, take those actions. Take those actions. I'm here for you. Remember. What time are the Zoom classes? Every Friday. So I just got off of one. So we just had it on that whiteboard over there. 11 a.m. and today's 12 a.m. 11 a.m. every single Friday. That replay is always given as a course in the portal. There's the Telegram. If you guys have Telegram, if you were in the 22-day challenge, that is the best part of the membership. The Zoom calls and the Telegram. And then there's courses. Those courses, we're going to have a 5-step process course. That's going to be the best course I've ever made because I guarantee that when you take that course and you take the actions, it's the law. I guarantee you that when you drop this, it's going to fall. That's the law of gravity. Guys, I always drop it. But I guarantee you with the law of attraction I taught you, the law of detachment, with the law of assumption, with the law of vibration, I guarantee you when you tap into that, it works. It works. Students see results. And if you have any doubt of, I don't know if it's going to work, that's fear holding you back. I don't know if I can afford it. That's fear holding you back. I can do it by myself. That's fear holding you back. I'm here to help you. Okay? So, fun fact, animals cannot speak because all they do is feel emotions. And that's why we love them so much. Look at how cute he is. Look how cute. He's 4 months old. He's 4 months old. I got lip gloss on, so I'm like, All right, questions. We got any questions? How are we doing on time? Okay, it's been about an hour. The puppy is back. How did you pick your name, Love Again, Jen? Yeah, I love that question. So my friend actually helped me with it. She was like, why not love again, Jen? So we were like, what rhymes with Jen? Jen, again, love again. We love ourselves again. Because when you were born, isn't that so cool? I know. When you were born, Dr. Hawkins states that you're born at 200 courage. Every single child is born with courage. They're not afraid. They don't have fears. They believe in unicorns. They're innocent. And then what Earth does is it brings you down here. Schooling brings you down here. Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill. This isn't really about manifestation, but Napoleon Hill, greatest author ever. He talks about, the devil says, the greatest way that I get control of humanity is through the schooling system and lack of what they teach. The schooling system's terrible. So when you're born here, but you loved yourself. You wouldn't have hurt people. You loved yourself. I try to get people to love yourself again. Love yourself. When I first started my business, I was like, well, I took this course. I forgot how much it was. It was a cheap course. And they were like, pick your niche. What do you want to help people do? And all I knew is I want to help people love themselves. And my coach was like, that's too broad. You just want to help them love themselves? Well, yeah, well, how? But I was like, that's the answer. I just want to help people love themselves again because you used to love yourself. And you feel that. And that's why they say when you're a kid, that's the good old days. Well, yeah, you vibrated here. And heaven is you're supposed to go up there. But they don't want you up here. Assassins, the Templars, don't want you up here. They want you to be a peasant. They want you to suffer so that you keep paying products in order to make you feel better. I got to buy makeup in order to make me feel better. I got to buy alcohol. I got to buy food to make me feel better. They want you stuck in that loop. So this work is you letting go of the matrix, letting go of the simulation, of the loop. You're returning to who you once were. You're returning to who you were in a past life, who you're supposed to be. You're remembering. You love yourself again. So we are going against the matrix. We're becoming the best version of ourselves, not just for the car, not just for the person, not just for the things, but the process of getting there, the transformation. If you're an entrepreneur, this is the deepest spiritual work that you'll ever do. And so you're undoing all that you were taught. This world is nothing but either Satan filling people with fear or God uplifting us with light. Love and fear, that's all it is. Hell and heaven, that's all it is. Law of polarity. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. Hi, baby. You like this? You like it? But this is our world. And this is you guys. We said we had somebody from India. We said we had someone from Toronto. We had someone from Turkey. We had someone from Japan. We had someone from Aussie. I don't know. But that's me. Apple. And we're all the same energy. We are all the universe. Guys, I can go on and on and on and on. You know me. I go on and on and on and on. Yes, Earth is a school. It is. Earth is a school. And so when you learn that I'm going to be the highest version of me and create a heaven on earth, the more that people do this, imagine every single person in this world chose to love themselves, to forgive their families, to choose but nothing but love, then we all become powerful. We're all extremely powerful, and they know that. So they're like, okay, because every single human being is extremely powerful, how do we make them feel so terrible throughout their daily life so that we have all the power? How do we do that? Every single thing that you see on social media, on the news, schooling. What else? Am I missing something? Advertisements everywhere. Guilt, shame, all of this. You have to release this. Release it. This is Satan. We've all been to hell before. You've been here before. It's on earth. It's not just somewhere that you go. Although Dante's Inferno is really cool. It could be that. But heaven is already found from within. So the reason that you desire these 3D things is because you desire to be within heaven. And it's within you. And nobody ever taught you how to do it. But I truly believe that that's why I'm here. I truly believe that that's why God created me. And when I was 7 years old, I knew that. What did you love doing? Lean into it. How did you switch from fear to fearless? I never did. I had fear. I still have fear. Don't ever feel like people don't have fear. You push through the fear. That's the thing. You will always have fear. Millionaires have a fear as to whether they can become a billionaire. It's just breaking through new limits, new levels, okay? So don't ever think that I didn't have any fear when I started my business. Oh, I had fear. I was like, I don't know if this is gonna work. My mom and dad are worried sick about me. There's gonna be a lot of fears, but you have to push through it. Here's what I would say. If you have a fear of, what if it doesn't work? If you have a fear of, what if my ex sees it? If you have a fear of, what if I go broke? Tell yourself, that's just my ego. That's just my ego. That's just Satan trying to keep me small. What if it works out? Well, what if I start trusting myself that it's going to work? You might have seen this video where I said that overthinking is you're jumping over trust. You don't trust yourself. You don't trust that when you get there, you're going to be okay. All the things that you're thinking about and worrying about, you got to trust yourself that even if bad things happen, I'm going to be okay. You push through the fear. And we do this every single week. There's even this section where the students say, this is what I'm fearing right now. And most people, they don't open up about that, unfortunately. Like my father, for example, he doesn't open up about his fears. And then he suffers. And so I try to teach him that, but I know that it's found from within me. You might know a parent who's constantly suffering in fear. Remember, the more that you heal, the more that they heal too. Guys, I go on so many tangents. I love what I do. So whenever you have a fear, you have to walk through it. You have to feel it. And if you're a woman, you're going to feel a lot of fears when you're in a certain cycle or certain phase, excuse me. When you're in a certain phase, feel it. Go through it. Buffaloes, whenever they see a storm coming, they don't run away. They walk through it. Animals walk through the fear because they know that transformation is on the other side. That's how I deal with fear. The ego wants to keep you safe. Is there a hierarchy to follow to learn, or can we buy individual courses? What do you suggest? You start with making sure that you understand the law of attraction, making sure that you understand the laws. You can jump right into the 5-step process. You can. Do know that if you buy all the courses, it's more expensive than just getting into the membership. If you have any doubts of, I don't know if the membership is going to be okay, you can cancel anytime. If you're like, this sucks, I hate this. Said no one ever. I recommend getting into the membership. There's a reason why, because that's where the transformation is. Courses don't transform you. Just watching one course does not transform you. But if there's that fear, I recommend the law of attraction. Law of attraction. Understand the law, because you always come back down to this. You always come back down to everything I'm receiving. I sent it first. You got to understand that. Thank you, Jen. You're welcome, love. Thank you for being here. Dr. Hawkins. Yeah, Scale of Consciousness by Dr. Hawkins. Absolutely. I'm gravitated towards this so much. Like he's my spirit guide or something. I love it so much. It's my everything. Even when I'm talking to ChatGPT, if you love ChatGPT, or if you don't, I don't care. I don't care. I love it. ChatGPT, I literally tell it every time you give me a response, tell me what frequency it is. And they're like, all right, so today we're operating at 100 fear. I love it so much. Yes. Take advantage of AI. That's a Moore's law. Is every 2 years, technology is going to advance in a beautiful way. Don't see it as a bad thing. Use it. Use it to your advantage. But unless we have any other questions, will that price go up from the second month? No, the price stays the same. Very good question. Sorry, I made the assumption that we understood that, but I'm sorry. Every single month is the same. So if you get in at $44 a month, then you continue to stay at $44 a month. Yeah, I'm not going to increase the price on your second month. Absolutely not. There are people right now that are in 44 and they've stayed at 44. And then it rose to 88 and then went back down to 44. I was like, we're going up to 111. Why do you always wear long sleeves? Because I'm a figure skater. I didn't say that. I'm a figure skater. So my morning routine is figure skating. That's how I get my workout in. I wear this outfit. I always wear long sleeves, not for like a specific reason, but I always wear a lot of Lululemon. Sorry if I didn't get to any questions. Feel free to repeat it. AI is healing me. I'm glad. AI is beautiful. How do you feel about the media and leaders indulging the people with fear? What do you mean, how do I feel about it? It's Satan. I wrote my question twice and it didn't get answered. I'm sorry, love. Prosperous. Just repeat it one more time. I'll see. I'm looking specifically. I'm not going to go on any tangents, because when I go on tangents, then I stop looking at the comments. Are the weekly sessions going to be like today? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's lessons and questions and answers. What's the juice on number 9? 9 is all about completion. If you're life path 9, I have a whole life path video. But prosperous, I don't see a question coming through. So you might be blocked or like filtered. Don't ask ChatGPT. We can see if she responding in. How do you feel about the news? The news is nothing but anger and what it does to people. The news, yeah, the news, it's not just random. What they do is they specifically, and don't, that's the thing, there's 2 options. You either watch it or you don't, but really the news is the mirror of what's going on in the collective energy. So in the news, they're like, all right, how can we inflict in the morning, which is a very important time of the day while your brain waves are then acclimating. How can we give them nothing but anger and fear and confusion? Politics is an illusion. It's meant to keep us separated. You know how many families no longer speak to each other because one's a liberal, one's a Republican, and they hate each other now? People are being divided. We're all the same energy. And politics, the news, war, all of this throughout the world. And that's not to say it's not real. That's not saying we need to ignore it, but it's a collective energy. Remember, the more that people as a collective choose to be looping here and here and here and don't go against the Templars, don't go against society, Q, whatever you want to call it, the more that we just keep suffering. So the work that you do just by trying to manifest a dream life, that's simple. It's not just trying to manifest a dream life. You're raising your consciousness and everyone around you feels it. We are all the same energy. I'm glad you stopped watching the news. Dr. Hawkins does say, though, that if you watch the news, it actually shows you something about yourself. So it's very interesting. I don't think there's any right or wrong answer. I try to meditate daily, but if I have my boyfriend over, then I don't meditate. Dr. Hawkins is a boss. Yeah, I know. Do you think our purpose is to help each other? Everybody has a different purpose. We don't all have the same purpose. I do believe that your purpose is to raise to the highest level. And sometimes that means helping other people. Sometimes that means helping yourself. Sometimes that means helping the environment. Sometimes that means creating just art. Everyone has a different purpose. But when you try to find a purpose, don't try to find it. It's already within you. Your intuition is constantly telling you what you should do in order to get back to your purpose. Your soul, when you were a baby, knew exactly what it was supposed to do. But then schooling made you forget. Dr. Hawkins, he wasn't that popular. Dr. Hawkins wasn't too popular, but I have all of his books right here. And I'm going through each of them, and they're all about high-level consciousness. Like, it's very, very deep. He doesn't really talk about manifestation. Like, he talks a little bit about it. But everything is emotions. You might have heard that everything is your thoughts, but everything is emotions. How to overcome depression. Depression, don't try to overcome it. Don't try to overcome something. If you're going through any sort of addiction right now, and I've gone through plenty of addictions. If you're going through any sort of addiction, if you're going through any sort of low frequency that you feel like you can't shake, don't try to overcome it. So 100 fear, or 20 shame. It's the lowest of lows. And it goes even lower. Pretty triggering, but goes even lower into the negatives. But when we have 20 shame, apathy is depression. Apathy is when there's no point. Apathy is when you feel like, what's the use? I don't get it. I don't understand. Apathy. They want you to be there. They want you to do that. Shame. So this is still a positive number. Fear is still positive. It's still positive. right? Remember the number line? There's negative and positive to infinity. To infinity. So this is just a 20 cry for love. Like think about it. Think about it like a volume, right? Think about it like we're tuning a volume. We're pressing a button to go up, volume high, like a concert. And then low, like a library. Okay, so 20 shame is the yell or the cry for love. But at 20, love, please love me, please love, love, love. Love, it's love. All of this is love. But it's not even opposites. It's like the cry for love. 100, now we're getting higher, 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 higher. Cry for love, 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 then you reach love. So that's really what this is. Everything is love. So don't try to overcome and see it as a bad thing. It's kind of like every single demon just wants to be loved. How do I overcome this limiting belief? How do I overcome this fear? How do I overcome this depression, this addiction? It wants to be loved. You don't heal tumors by pushing them away. You heal them by loving them. So don't try to overcome. That's the very first step. The reason why you can't overcome it is because you're not supposed to overcome it. I just joined. Let's go! Welcome in. Akika. Welcome to heaven on earth. Oh, it's amazing in there. And 2026 is only getting better and better and better and better. It's just like, it's incredible. With 20 plus courses in the membership, how do we know what to start with? Law of attraction. They're all ordered. There is a course that I made all about like manifestation, like a while ago, but starting with the law of attraction, detachment, and making sure that you show up to the Zoom calls too, in action. Let's go. I see people joining. Let's go. Please see my message. I don't see anything. It's so awesome how you popped on my YouTube today. I'm glad that my energy found you. I'm glad. I don't know who Gary is. He's not in my reality for some reason. I am an INTJ. I am a first child. Time for the Zoom call. Zoom calls are 11 a.m. So right now it is 1 a.m. We just had a Zoom call 2 hours ago. So I don't know where you are in the world, but it's at 11. So it was just 2 hours ago. So that works for you. But God forbid, don't be like, I don't know if I can be in that membership or become the best version of me because I don't know if I can make it to the Zoom call. The best thing in that whole membership is the Telegram. Every single morning they get this new, oh my God, it's so good. They get this new transformation in a trailer or in a training, and you get to ask questions in the Telegram. It's that ongoing group. It's daily. That's where it really is. And it's insane for $44. It's way too cheap. Does your courses include meditations? Yeah, there's a couple of meditations. Thank you so much for what you're doing. Thank you so much for being here. This is my moral obligation. How do you break the loop? You allow yourself to, you're resisting. How do you break the loop? Remember, I don't know if you were here earlier, but if you were, let me just remind you. Remember, you tap into the gratitude now. Now, not later, not tomorrow, when I get the car. Now, you feel the emotions right now. You can choose to smile right now. Even though that was only once out of a million things that you're going to do for the rest of the day, it still counts. You get to choose to be positive now. And that's not to say all you got to do is stay positive when everything around you is crumbling. No. No. Meow. Meow. What time is it? Okay. More power to you. Thank you. How's everybody asleep? And I love it. I'm glad that you love it. Okay, I'm in. Let's go. Steven's in. Let's go. Can I find the chart now? Yeah, you can find it. This chart was actually quite expensive. I was like $70, but I was like, it's worth it. I need it. Yeah, just having it on, I found it on Amazon, $70. I was telling myself, like, why don't I have this? Like, when you join the membership, like, you get that, like, mailed to you. I definitely am thinking about doing that. How do you view your signs regarding step 2, the detachment? What do you mean, how do I view signs? I have a ton of detachment courses. There's a law of detachment course. And on Halloween, we had a detachment course as well. The offer, it's going to change on Black Friday. It's going to go up to 111,111 on Black Friday. Remember, the universe can hear. The more that you procrastinate change, the more the universe will be like, all right, we're also going to procrastinate change. I love who you are too. Are you an author? I did write 2 books. Those books are actually leaving. Those books are in the membership, or you can purchase them separately. Those books are incredible, but they're no longer aligned with where I want to go, so I'm getting rid of them. I love you too. How do you heal from a heartbreak? How do you feel about gene keys? Are you talking about genetics? Genetics are a frequency. Having brown hair versus blue hair, blue eyes, brown hair, blue eyes, it's all a different frequency. Overcoming heartbreak. So the greatest heartbreak that I had to go through was in 2021. I'll never forget it. It was the most amount of pain that I've ever felt. I met this person, and you ever just meet that person? And like, the heartbreak was the worst pain that I ever felt. I want you to use it to your advantage. If this is the worst pain that you've ever felt, the worst heartbreak, whether it's you lost a loved one, or you lost yourself, or you lost, I don't care. The universe is bringing you to a very low point. I want you to use that. Sometimes you can use anger as motivation. So when I went through that breakup, I remember, and I have posts about this if you need that. I remember, it's on TikTok and Instagram, not YouTube, my bad. But I was on my couch in 2021, December 5th, and I couldn't scream. I was trying to cry, but I just couldn't. It was that painful. And I reached a rock bottom where I'm like, I never want to feel this way again. I've been broken up with over and over and over and over. My father's abandoned me over and over and over. And I'm like, I returned to the law of attraction of, it's me. It's me. The universe isn't doing this to punish me. And when he broke up with me, when I went through that pain, I was like, it's only up from here. That's when I started my business. And I thank him. And he still probably thanks me. When we said our goodbyes, we both sended love to each other. But there's a whole story with him. Whole story, but I started my business. I told myself I never want to feel that way again. I want you to use this pain as, how are you going to make sure that you never feel this way again? What are you going to do? Because if you keep doing the same thing, you're going to get heartbroken again. That's the law. If you keep emitting certain energies, you're going to get heartbroken again. And my inner child kept emitting energies of, I deserve to be abandoned. And I have posts about this on Instagram. They're right at the top, so make sure that you read them. But it's like my inner child constantly felt like it's normal for men to leave me. Over and over and over. That kept manifesting. When you say that, then the universe says, the universe is very obedient. Law of cause and effect. Okay, it's very normal for men to leave you too. So this is where people get stuck. This is where people, most of society, and we're programmed to do that. So don't think that there's something wrong with the majority of people. Majority of people are taught this. Of life is unfair. How come they get all the success and I don't? No. When you really get honest with yourself of what energies am I constantly emitting in the shadows that I haven't healed from, you start to change that. You start to change it to, I deserve to be loved. That's what I did. I told myself I deserve to be loved. And I didn't accept any energy that didn't fit that. I blocked all my exes. I blocked all those people that no longer, if you're not going to give me the bare minimum, I didn't even mention this. All I wanted was for a man to open my door. That's it. But I attracted in Michael, who goes above and beyond just opening my door. The universe wants to give you everything. The universe wants to give you more. So when you don't allow any of that heartbreak energy, no, you only heal and heal and heal and heal. Like, guys, Michael doesn't just open my door. He opens the car door, he puts his hand out, and he's like, how can I make your life better? He makes my bed. He makes my bed. He does my dishes. He's like, how can I make your life better? He's like, don't you dare touch that door. He's the most sweetest person I've ever met. And he's an Assassin's Creed fan. Love him so much. He's the most handsomest man that I've ever seen. And I feel like I did the work. I did the work. I would have never, I've actually known him for 10 years, but I was never in the frequency to receive. Never. And I knew him for 10 years. And then this summer, I finally got into that frequency. Hope that helps. Black Friday, yeah. But I wouldn't wait, you guys. I would not wait until I'm going to wait to change my life next week. Because if you keep doing that, I'm going to wait until then. I'm going to wait until then. I'm going to wait till then. And the universe will be like, all right, we're going to wait too. That's the honest truth. I didn't get to $30,000 a month by waiting. The quicker that I took action, I invested $10,000. I invested almost all of my savings quickly because I'm like, I believe in myself. Yeah, I'm terrified, but let's go, baby. Then the universe felt that. When you shift quickly, when I'm going to go quick, then the universe goes quick. There's no such thing as time. And you tell yourself, oh, well, last time I did that, I got hurt. Keep going, baby. Take action. How should we interact and accept people around us? By accepting yourself first. It's hard to accept other people if you can't accept yourself. It's the hard part. What's his sign? He's a Pisces. Taurus and Pisces, I've dated, we're both life path 9, okay? And he's evolved. He's 6 years older than me, okay? So it's like, I won the lottery. He's an evolved Pisces. So don't ever say, oh, Pisces men. And there's a huge stereotype about Pisces men. But puppy, you okay? My puppy got a little cold. He went to see his friends last weekend. He got a little cold. But I'm going to wrap this up because the man himself is going to be here in like 40 minutes. We like to hang out on the weekends. Healing from intrusive thoughts is a conscious decision to don't use your higher self. Intrusive thoughts of you have to be self-aware of that was an intrusive thought. I choose the opposite. I showed you all of Dr. Hawkins' books, but I wouldn't recommend starting with that because Dr. Hawkins is an author that already assumes that you understand this. But I would recommend his Letting Go book. But the high levels of consciousness doesn't quite get you to manifestation. I wouldn't recommend starting there. Yeah, Prosperous, I never saw your question. I used to do live streaming for a living, and I remember there are times where you just don't see the question. Prosperous, whatever your question is, it's being filtered. Pisces gang. The Book of Wisdom, is that what it says? Is that what it says? Book of Wisdom is by Revival Wisdom, I believe. Revival Wisdom is a very intelligent guy. I don't know where he lives, but he does kind of the same thing as me. Book of Wisdom. I don't know what his name is. But if you look up on Instagram, Revival Wisdom and TikTok, yeah, he's got books. It's all about symbolism. If you like that deep thing, if you like those deep things, yeah. Where's the membership? It's in the link below. The link below, Heaven on Earth. Or the description, excuse me. You're welcome. But only a couple more questions. Yeah, Dr. Hawkins, Letting Go. Extremely. You're welcome. Listen to your inner voice. Don't listen to the opinions of other people. In schooling, they told you to listen to the opinions of other people and not actually listen to your own opinion. Your own opinion was, I don't want to go to school. I don't want to do this. But you were forced to do things that you didn't want to do. Have you read Neville Goddard's book? No, I have not. I still teach the law of assumption. I just made a law of assumption course yesterday. It's incredible. I am attracted to Dr. Hawkins' books. I'm not attracted to Neville's, and there's a reason for that, I believe. Whenever you walk into a library, you're attracted to certain books, and everybody has a different attraction as to what they're meant to. So when people ask me, what book do you recommend? I recommend you walk into a library and you look for what works for you and your soul, because I can't recommend that this is the book that changed my life. You read it, you're like, it doesn't resonate with me. Don't waste your time. Listen to yourself. People are joining the Telegram already. Yeah, if your kids hate school. I didn't even mention I have an online children's academy too. I have a course where I teach just children, ages 5, where I speak to the camera like Blue's Clues. I'll be like, all right, you guys. I teach what they should have been taught in kindergarten, that your brain and your heart are the most powerful things that you have, and you can have anything that you want. There's a reason why they distracted you with algebra. A squared plus B squared equals C squared. There's a reason why. They don't want you knowing this. Homeschooling. But when you're homeschooling, you have to make sure that your frequency as a parent, I have a training about that too. You have to set the standard. If you want your children to believe that everything is possible, you better believe it too. You better set that standard. Otherwise, they're going to pick up on that lack. Don't be a hypocrite. Yeah, there's a whole training about parenting. Whatever questions that you have, I make a podcast about it. I'm glad. You think I glow, and I want you to glow too. You can find the link on my Instagram. You can find the link in the description below. You can even go to YouTube and go into my account, like about my account, links right there. Yeah. So my brother, top creative agent, my brother, and my energy's getting a little depleted here. So can't overgive way too much. We're going over time here. I have a bad tendency of doing that. I have a bad tendency of giving too much, but I'm also very open about what I'm going through. So like when we're in heaven on earth, I tell you guys, I'm feeling this. And then we literally support each other. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I got to end the live stream here soon. Literally my back is starting to hurt. My brothers and my throat. Anyway, my brothers are leaving high school too, and they don't know what to do. Do you know that feeling when you leave high school and then it's like, oh shit, now what? You're so limited. Your brain is so limited that there's only one path or two. You're either a winner and you go paint $100,000, $200,000 for intuition. Tuition, the opposite of intuition, is terrible for you, or you're a loser. That's the only two options. That's what it feels like. Or you're a loser. You go work at McDonald's, you're a loser. There's only two options. It's unlimited. And so my brothers, my mom, she's forcing them to go to university. And I try to talk to my brothers and say, hey, and I try to set an example of showing them, look what you can do. I'm going to make more money. I make more money than my mother. I make more money than my father, all combined in 1 month. And I try to show them what's possible. And so the biggest thing of like, if you want your child to feel like they can do anything, you have to set that precedent first. Say that I'll support you no matter what. If you want to start a business, let's do it. If you need some time to find yourself, that's more important than attending classes that make you lose yourself. Yeah, homeschooling. But when it comes to homeschooling, then you are with them 24/7. You better be the highest version of you. If you can't identify your shadows, that's kind of why I'm getting rid of the shadow book. You don't have to identify your shadows. You don't have to pinpoint what they are. It's an exercise. It's something that can help. But there are different techniques. Like if someone really, really, really wants to know their shadows, like I help them through it. We do tarot readings sometimes because tarot is not satanic. Tarot is just showing you through images what you're going through. Anytime I have a shadow, I will pull tarot card. I started as a tarot reader years ago, but what am I saying? What was the question? Identifying your shadows. Sometimes when you just say, I choose love, your shadows naturally heal, or they come to the surface. Yesterday, I had a shadow come up. I think that I over-deliver way too much. I think that shadow, like over-delivering in hopes that someone will reciprocate. And I did that a lot in my relationships with men. If I would overgive and he would barely even open the door for me. And sometimes I'm overgiving in my business, but the client's like, I don't really know. It's the same energy. And so whatever you do in one place in your area always bleed into another. So that shadow came up for me because I allow myself to feel these emotions. I don't push them away. It's hard for you to identify shadows when you don't even allow yourself to feel them. And if you're a woman, shadows come up a lot during your luteal phase. Now, tarot is not I haven't done a tarot reading since March. I haven't done one in a while. I'm kind of just doing it for me, but yeah, I worry about tarot. How does it work? Tarot is just a picture, and you can use anything to be satanic. You can literally talk to spirits by moving two pencils. Like most people say that tarot is, oh, you're speaking to spirits. No, I don't use it. I just speak to myself. If you think that, it's coming from lack. Every single thing in the universe is all an illusion. It's all mirroring you. Law of correspondence, as above, so below. So tarot readings, what I'm doing is I just look at, okay, you're going through a lot of pain right now. There's painful cards coming up. You're vibrating within pain, so therefore you were attracted to a painful card. So that's just not what I do anymore, because I noticed that people that constantly paid for tarot readings were constantly looking for an answer. I can support them. I helped them. I made them feel seen and heard, but they never felt that transformation because after that reading, they didn't take action. So I told myself, I can't work with those people anymore. I have to work with people that are willing to take action. But tarot is a tool. It's not the picture. It's a tool. That's one thing that I do. That's specifically me. But I'm going to get going, you guys. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me on Instagram. Yeah, time to go, chat. I love you. Time to go, chat. Yeah, it's been overdue here. But thank you so much for chilling. Know that this replay is going to be sent to you. It's going to be available on YouTube if you ever need to revisit it. I'm just so grateful for you. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for being here. I mean, there's so many people that probably signed up, but they're just not here. You're here. You're taking action. You're doing it, whether you've been sitting here for the whole hour or not. I love you. I'm proud of you. You got this. You can have anything that you want. It's here. And I'm here to support you. If you ever need me, know that I'm here for you. Heaven on earth is an incredible place to be right now. It is the cheapest that it will ever be. So if you feel that calling, go ahead and go to the description, or you go whenever you are ready. Whenever you are ready, I'm here for you. So I'm going to get going. I'm all full. I love you guys. I'll see you wherever I do, and have an incredible weekend. Have an incredible time. Tap into high frequencies as much as you can. And I promise you that the universe will deliver it right back to you. I love you. Bye, my soul. I'm all full.